Okay, good morning. We are in Tafsir Samach Daled, Hilchos Hoshana Rabba. Sif Tafsir Samach Daled Sif Beis Neitlim Arava B'Yom Zeh. So on Hoshana Rabba, we're kind of in the midst of Nevim to take Aravos on the base of Zeicher L'Mikdash. As in base of Mikdash, every day they used to put Arava branches, like 10 almost high, whatever it was, leaning against the Mizbeach, and they were doing Anuim and Kafos and whatever. However, we don't do that during the whole Sukkah because even Lulav is the Rabbanon. Just as a Zeicher, so we do it one day, we do it on Hoshana Rabba, because those are Avinyanim and with Aravos and stuff and whatever. So therefore, that's what we do it on Hoshana Rabba. The aim of Archin Aleha, we don't make any brachas on it, even though because it's just a minute. It's not even a takana; it's a minig. Hagav Nagos Shishamish Beis Hakneses Mevi Arava Limkor. The minig was that the Gabbai, the Shul would bring Aravos to sell. Kamashar minig would be on Zman Beis Hamikdash Orach Chaim as a zeicher for the Beis Hamikdash that they would go ahead and bring the Aravos to sell. So this is a zeicher. So I remember some shuls do that. Nowadays, most people just buy their own Hoshanas. Gimel yesh b'sha'omer she'af b'yom zeh makifim b'lulav v'lo b'arava. Some say that even though we notel arava, but we only do hakafos with the arbaminim. V'nagu ke'ela hakif bo'gam b'arava. However, because it is a machlokes, so therefore we try to be yotzei. However, the Arizal says we don't go ahead and put the Aravos together with the Lulav. We don't be makif with the Arava b'chlal. So therefore the minig nowadays is not to be makif with the Arava. If the person doesn't have the Arva medium, should he be makif with the Arava? Some say it's hard to say he should. There is a shita in Shulchan Aruch, there is a shita, and then instead of not being makif. Daled shir arava zu afilu ala echa bavad echa. The aravos is even one leaf on one stick. So if you have anything else, at least if you get one leaf and one stick, it could be even after you do chabata, it's even that you could take someone else's and do it. There's only a minig, as long as there's at least one leaf left. Haga miu mechor lias ala echa bavad echa. It's not how you do with a mitzvah. It should look nice because the meaning is to make nice Hoshanas, and the Vashir Arka Kashir Orach Harava Lulav, and the Shir Arka you need Gimel Tfachim, which is Shir Chazanish is a 30 and Chaim Noah is less, whatever the Shirim were. That has to be lefachos. So, for example, a person, sometimes you go to if you go to an arava tree and you want to start clipping aravos, you have to just try to be sure that you want to be sure the top's not niktam. So you have to be sure that the ones you're cutting, are at least a shear, because if they're small, if they're like smaller, like very small, it's that you're not yotzei with them. So again, niktam and yavesh, things like that, like very yavesh. And if there's no leaves left, al hakarka, and you bang them on the ground, or a kli pamayim or shalosh, bang it 2 or 3 times. And the minig al pi Kabbalah, al pi the Arizal, whatever, is 5 branches. Even though you're allowed to say with 1, and a kolpanim place can say 3, but if you do, but the al pi the Ari you do 5, and you bang it on the karka 5 times. Some say you have to do na'anuim as well. That when you pick up the aravos, so you do na'anuim like you do with arba minim, and then after that, sometimes you pick it up. It's a whole machlos when you pick it up. Sometimes you pick it up before kol mavaser, and then afterwards after kaddish, then you smash it on the ground. Sometimes you pick it up right then. Whatever the minig of the shul is. Achol panim. I did see brought down that the Shlomo Kluger has a very Shlomo has a very nice shot. Says, why do we chayvit it? He says, I understand. He says, by Aravos, he said, by Arba Minim, it's, the 4 different types of people, and the Aravos are the Shvacha people, the Rishonim, who we all put into one igud. So now comes Hoshana Rabba, and we're smashing them on the ground. What's going on with that? So he's masber. He says that real Rishonim said, as part of the klal, we can makarv them, try to makarv them, bring them, as part of the klal. But if it's just not going, so then they need hashpala. Then Aminus Din has to come in, and we need to be mashpil them. So therefore we take the Aravos and smash them on the ground. He says, therefore we should have some sort of kavanah when you're. Yeah, I got this idea of Shviras Adinim, but also the idea of Shviras V'Shayim, and that's why the emphasis that happens in Hoshana Rabbah is that's the last day that they said the reason why every karbonos go down in order is that it's mevatel the umas, the Rishai, the Rishus, until Hoshana Rabbah where everything is batel completely.
Another pshat is it's about the Rishayim in each one of us.
Yeah, I mean, it's different. Yes, it's different. Like I said, your own personal rishus. It's rishus, so it's the rishus comes out in different in different ways. You're right, chaytin like Rabba. Okay, al kopanim. Like I said, I think the pshat is we try to makarv them. There's some people it's just nowadays I think it's less so, but there are times in history where the rishus was much worse, and certain things just didn't work. Hey, ve'ena niteles el b'fnei atzma. The only thing b'fnei atzma shelo yaged davar acher. You shouldn't put it with any other minim. But yesh b'yado davar acher ein lachosh. There's no problem with chatzitza, unlike by Lulav. There's the idea of chatzitza, you should have minacher. There's no problem with that. So therefore, you can go ahead and you can be. The minig is to ma'agid it with leaf of the lulav, or sometimes I take off one of the rings, and you can use one of the rings to do igud with it. Vav ein adam yotzi rechavasa ba'arava shebelulav. You can't use the arava and the lulav. Afilu gbiya isa shtei pa'amim echad l'shem lulav echad l'shem arava v'esh oim sheyotzim. Some say you are yotzim. Now what's this talking about? It's talking about if you have the arba minim, and so what you do is you're yotzei arba minim hollow whatever, and you put it down, you pick the arba minim up again, and you're yotzei mitzvah arava. You're not yotzei with that. Some say you are. However, you take a second netila. But kuli alma, if you take the aravos out, many other aravos take your aravos out and do a separate netila, you are yotzei. You would be yotzei, because again, it's just a minig. It's not a takana, even though we say mitzvahs chavilos and all these things or whatever. But akopanim, it's for aravos, it's okay because again, it's just a minig. Vav zayin yesh b'she'omer she'eni yachal litla im halulav b'shah she'yotzei rechavasai. Some say that you shouldn't take it with the lulav when you shouldn't pick up the aravos together with the lulav. Because it's a shaila of Baal Tosef. Because it's like a separate mitzvah. These are aravos like even though you can usually put other extra aravos in the thing, but since on Hoshana Rabbah these aravos are l'shem mitzvah acher, so then it's not, you can't, and you're not being ma'agid it together with the lulav, so then it's a shayla Baal Tosef. Right, because here your kavanah is usually okay. You stick extra to beautify the arba minim, whatever it is. That's not Baal Tosef. It's the same. Put 20 aravos. It's not Baal Tosef. But But here, these Aravos are not, Ibadafka, not part of the Lulav. So it's clear you're adding another mitzvah to the Netilas Lulav, so that's the Shayla Bal Tois. Even though it's only the Rabbanan, but Achapanim, the Rabbanan were Tikkun Kain Daraisa. If Nitla Oiver Mishim Bal Toisif. Alright, I'm not Bal Tois, like I said, it's only the Rabbanan, but Achapanim, Achani Anu Arishan Yachav
Trying to have done the mitzvah with it, but if you just had more Aravos on any other day,
right, it's okay, right. Achani Anu Harishan Yachav Litla Lulav, and after the Anu, and then you can take it with the Lulav. Koshkein b'shas hakafa, and you can go around b'shas hakafa. You know, the place can bring down well, let's see 1 second. We did say, well, it's bal toisif. Taosu be'enai. The emphasis is that the Mechaber says I think that's a tos, because that's not because it's the same min l'maisa. You can add whatever you want. Mikol makom ein hefsid lachush l'dvarav. So don't pick it up at the same time. Why do you have to pick it up at the same time? In case of oil, gam achar netilam niyanua tzarich litpois ha'rava levada. You should hold the ravas by themselves. Lahakir shehi chayva, to show that it's a separate mitzvah, separate chayva. Rishas ha'chabata yitlenim b'snei ansav yitzi b'dei chavaso. Then you put the lulav down, araminim down, and then you take the arava by itself, do nanuim, and then do chabata. Hagab. Minik pasha shlita arava ima lulav b'shach v'tashas in the Yanua. Ramah says the minig was always to do nanuim together, with the arava with the lulav together. B'shas hakafa at shas chavata, to take it, hold the whole time together until after then put the lulav down and take the arava. However, that was the minig. Ramah says it's better because of this Shita. It's better just not to do it. Because you get issues, and according to the Mishnah brings from the Arizal, that you have to be very careful that Al Pi Kabbalah do not be mechamer the arava with the lulav. Even if you did pick up the arba with the arava. After the hakafas, put the lulav down, then hold the aravos. Shehem Hoshana she'oisin levad, kol zman she'oim tachnunim alamayim. As long as you're saying all the tachnunim, you should hold it. Menanim hoshanos b'shah she'oim hoshanos, and you should shake the hoshanos when you're saying the hoshanos. Acha choivte ma'isam. Shaila is, do you need to take all the leaves off? How hard do you have to hit it on the ground, and do you have to sit there and smash it against the chair till hey, I got some halal, whatever. So through the minute, generally what people do is they hit it on the floor. They aim to hit it on karka dafka, and then when it says and then on kelim, they take the Ari says, and then afterwards hit it on kelim to take more leaves off. The price given Chayodim, I think the Chayodim says that, but to go ahead and take the Aravos and keep on smashing them until you get every single leaf off is minig tenaikis. Kids do it for simcha because it's fun, but that's for the kids to do. It's not you don't have to be sick in that. You can, but whatever. I guess there are people who are makbid, but al fun to sit and keep on doing it is not. You don't have to. Ches yesh mishaomer shana shebelulav al bishnizrekes einiv soala. Even though the Aravos, you're going to get rid of them, do not step on them. Just like we said before, the other shimushe mitzvah arbaminim schach. These have the same. The some say they have the same din. And therefore, right, test yesh mishaomer also lahanos min Arava. Something you can't have a null achresh nitilasa, like we said by other arbaminim. And that means on that Ravim lo hisna meikar means on that day on Shana Rabba. You can't use it for whatever you want. The kuli yomi is considered mitzvasa. It's considered muksal mitzvasa, so therefore you can't use it. Hagav and nagul atzniya yishanas afias matzah if he lasses by mitzvah. And again, the minute gets to save the aravos for afias matzahs or bir chometz. So you can do another mitzvah with it. It's discussion about what's this thing about throwing the aravos on top of the Aron Kodesh. So the emphasis is that the Achronim talk about it. The Rabba, the Rabba said that there's an Indian of Nitzitzi din. You take the whatever it's like the Rabba sort of Mevatel din, whatever and whatever is left, you throw them as if throwing them. Some say it's zecher to the Beis Hamikdash because they put the Aravos on the Mizbeach. So you put it up there.
Yeah, so why we go around the Shulchan, because that's like going around the Mizbeach.
It's also
we don't stand up the Aravos on the Shulchan.
Some say
why not?
Oh, that already is too. That already is too. I think it's too. It's too close. Too much. It's the Marsham says it's could be. It's a zecher for that. It's a minig. These are just timing of the minig, and some say and some say and some say that some say it's better not to because it could be shishtikul. The minig is generally to do it. I mean, obviously you're talking about big tall aron. You can't throw it up there. I know of some shuls that go by and get annoyed by it. They feel it's not bechavod. It depends on the gabbai of the shul. It's not worth a fight over. Some say, "What do you mean? It beautifies the aron." Okay, the Indian, whatever the Rav in your shul says, and that's it. You are the yesh b'shoimer sheish lizar shelo yikoitz Yisrael Rav lemitzvah Mr. Akum afil b'shus Akum. Some say, just like the other Arba meeting, you should not cut Aravos, even if let's say you're walking, let's say you're walking down let's say Chutzaretz, you're walking, your neighbor down the block has a big Arava tree for whatever reason, not Jewish, and so what's the big deal? He doesn't care. You go ahead and start cutting off, Hoshana Rabba. You go start just snipping off Aravos is a problem because Gzula is paisel even by Hoshanas, so therefore also Karka Akum is nigzelet, was nigzal, just like we had before. Even nowadays, it's not so common. And you shouldn't go ahead and cut off without from a karka of akum. Kol shekain, you shouldn't. If your neighbor has a rava tree, you shouldn't start snipping it off. So what does he care anyway? Because that would be gzula, would be straight. Yud Aleph im chal yom Hoshana Rabba b'yom Rishon v'katzu of the chayim arava b'Shabbos v'yu kshera. Let's say the city goes around and they have going go around and cut all the Hoshanas down. So they have Hoshanas on Shabbos. It's kosher. And that because it's you don't say mitzvah ba'avera because there's no hana, and therefore it's also they shouldn't do it l'chachila. But if it was done, then it's a kishiyasa already. Hagav miyu im tziva yisrael lekatsa ikra farhesi. However, if the city said they sent the workers around on Shabbos to cut everything down to be ready, that's farhesia, then you shouldn't. Yesh lahachmir and yesh whatever acher that you shouldn't use because that's not it's not appropriate. No, it's kishiyasa. Yamir la'akum is only also kishiyasa. It's kishiyasa. The question here is a mitzvah ba'avera. It's already kishiyasa because it's the morning, but it's a shayla of mitzvah ba'avera, so that already we're not. You don't have to worry so much unless it's something. When Ramah says that if it was for Hesia, then it's better not to use it. It's a little bit. It's not. Whatever. All right. Esrog b'shvi also. Esrog on the last day of Hoshana Rabbah is also sharei huksa l'chol shiva. Since you were makatze l'chol shiva, you can't eat it. Fil nifsal achar she'asa mitzvah, even if it became possible, you dropped it, broke the pit, and whatever you did. Also, kol shivas yamim, you can't use it. V'shmini atzeretz mutter, but shmini atzeretz it is mutter. B'chutz haaretz sharis mishnei yamim tovim shal golios. You do to yamim tovim. Also, af b'shmini. It's also b'shmini g'safik sukkah. It's mutter b'chi and mutter and simchas Torah. Afilu chalios be'echa b'Shabbos. Even if it's chal on echa b'Shabbos, you still shouldn't use it. Yesh oisvim b'chalios be'echa b'Shabbos. Some say if it's chal on Sunday, then you shouldn't use it. You shouldn't. It's a shayla of Hoshana that you shouldn't use it, even though it finishes the first day. Even though even though it's finishing the first day, but some say for Yom Chi, for Simchas Torah, you shouldn't use it because it's Hakil, it's Hachana, it's coming Mucha Memela for the second day Yom Tov. Be'ez Hifrish Shiva Esrog and the Shiva Yomi, and let's say you had 7 Esrog, it's all 7 days. Kol Echad Yotzei B'Va Ochel L'Machar. Your kavana is that each day you eat with it, and the next day you want to eat it. It's fine. Also, you can't use it that day. Because it's muktzah for that whole day. Sukkah b'yom hashvi. Asif aleph. Afal pi shagomer melech of yom hashvi shachris. Even though you have some sense of minute of a suda on Yom Tov. In the Hoshana Rabba, so you finish your shachris. Lo yistur sukkah, so don't start taking it down. But moitzihu as a kalim mimena. But you could take all the kalim out, your couch, whatever you put in. After mincha, you can go ahead and take out tables and stuff. A masakin, it's a bias, chvoid yom tov v'achron, and you can go ahead and set up the house for shmini atzeres.
Rav David writes that for salvation, he says it's not that you can, it's a chiyuv to do this.
Right, to set up, right. It's right. And you do need to set up for, right. However, ain't no makom lifanos kelav. Let's say that it's not gonna. You don't have a place to take things out. And it's just too much. Whatever it is, you want to just eat there. Then on Hoshana Rabba, you have to go ahead and take off a bit of schach. You're just sitting there because you don't want to move the table, but to show that you're paisel the sukkah to a certain degree. It doesn't look like there's a problem with baltois. If you sit in Shmini Atzeres in the sukkah with aldas that you want that it's sukkah, it's geschmack, mitzvah, whatever, it's baltoisif. If you want to eat.
Did you open up this
Close to Shkia, you go ahead and you push aside the whatever your schach. Let's say after the chag you want to sit in your sukkah, whatever, and however long it's up until Hanukkah, Purim, whatever. It depends on the person, how lazy a person is, or how much once it gets rained on, like it just sits around till it dries out, and who knows when, right? And so you don't have to go ahead and not after Shmini Atzeres, you don't have to go ahead and make a makom. Only a kamaisif rakbi yom Shmini. The shayla about Tosef is only on Shmini Atzeres, because there it looks like you're sitting in the sukkah on Shmini Atzeres. V'hutzach lisoi b'shar hayom, if you need to eat later. Tzarich lechol b'sukkah shmitzvah sukkah shiva. Even if you were peiches it, and you took everything in, but you decide you want to eat something, you still have to eat in the sukkah. In the chutz haaretz, when you have to sit in it on the 8th day. When you finish eating Yom Hashmini, Mori Kelav, then you go ahead and take stuff out on Yom Tov. Is Kelav, you can't take stuff out, let's say it's a Shayla Hotzah, whatever it is, and you want to eat there on Chi, you can't go ahead and move the schach, it's Yom Tov. So what do you do? If the sukkah ktana also lanich baner b'shayamin, that's not, you can't put in there shayamin yanechenu, which it's not a kasha, because one of the shitas over there is that they don't put it there because it's sakana. So I don't see why it's also sakana on Yom Tov, but al panim, if it's not because of sakana, it just shows that you're putting it there. It's a bizayon, then it's fine. You can put in there machnes b'kederus karos kiyotze behem. And you put in your dirty dishes or your pots and things, to show that it's already it's puzzle. You be mevazit, and you're there, and you're not, and you finished with your mitzvah. Stop.